Hello, children. Today we are going to talk about how to predict missing products and reactants in a balanced equation. So pay very careful attention to what we're doing today. Okay, so we're going to do two examples from your worksheet.
That would be balancing reactions 4, right? The fourth practice. Yeah. Got it.
One of many.
One of many practices.
Okay, so let's look at this one first. So this looks kind of complicated. The first thing you should do is you're going to need to identify this, the one that's missing. Okay, so in this case, we're missing a product.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is figure out what type of reaction it is. If you know what type of reaction it is, you can figure out what goes there.
Well, I mean, we're giving you the fact that it's a double replacement reaction, but here's how I could figure that out. I look at the two reactants, zinc chloride, and I see phosphoric acid. You guys don't know how to name that yet, but that's okay. But I see two compounds, two ionic compounds,
right.
So therefore I'm thinking double replacement reaction already.
Right. Okay, so this first one, I'm going to separate everything into its parts.
Okay.
So I have zinc, and we know that this is going to be +2 because I have two chlorines. Each chlorine's -1, back to Unit 4 stuff, and chlorine -1, and I'm never going to fit all of this. Okay, so we have zinc chloride, and then I have hydrogen, which we know is +1, and phosphate, which is -3.
Okay.
So now if I look over here, I see that I have a hydrogen and a chlorine. So I can come back over here and cross out my chlorine and my hydrogen because they've already recombined. So my missing product has to have zinc and phosphate.
Right. Hydrogen and chlorine already out. Zinc and phosphate must be what makes up the new compound.
Right. So if I have zinc and then I have phosphate, now we're just writing it as a new compound.
So I'm using the oxidation numbers to figure out how many of each I need.
Exactly. And now, so this is one of the more complicated ones. You have a +2 and a -3. So you need to think least common multiple. So both of those go into what number easily?
6.
Right. So in order to get this to +6 and this one to -6 so they cancel, I need 2 of this guy and 3 of this guy. Sorry, it's a little bit messy.
You might need 3 zincs.
Right. 3 zincs. 3 zincs and 2 phosphates. Okay, so I have zinc 3. Remember my parentheses because I have more than 1. 2. So now I have zinc phosphate.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the next one and try not to mess this one up.
Sure.
Okay, so now we're going to do word problems. So you have to take the names and change them into formulas.
Oh, this is what it would look like if I was actually saying this out loud.
Right. So now I have magnesium bromide and sodium fluoride react to form magnesium fluoride and sodium bromide.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with magnesium. What's the oxidation number of magnesium?
+2.
Okay, +2. Bromide is -1.
Yep.
So my compound is?
MgBr2.
Okay, good. And then sodium fluoride would be Na+1 and F -1. So it's just +NaF.
NaF.
Okay,
Awesome.
so let's erase these guys so that I have enough room. Okay, so my products now are going to be, let's draw my arrow. So my products are going to be magnesium fluoride. Magnesium's +2, fluorine's -1.
Right.
So I'm going to have MgF2.
Right.
And then sodium +1, bromine -1.
So just NaBr.
Right. And now I need to balance it. So same way we balanced our equations before, I'm going to run out of space. Okay, so I see that I have 1 magnesium on both sides.
Magnesiums look good.
Right. I have 2 bromines, though, in my reactants, and 1 in the products.
I need to put a 2 in front of the NaBr
So
over
let's
there.
put a 2 there.
Okay.
But now that means I have 2 sodiums here, so I need to put a 2 here to balance my sodiums.
Okay. So now it looks like after that I've got 1 magnesium and 1 magnesium, 2 sodiums and 2 sodiums,
Yep.
2 fluorines on the left and 2 fluorines on the right,
Yep.
2 bromines and 2 bromines. That
Yep.
looks good.
So now it's balanced. So that's
Awesome.
how you do word problems and balance equations.
Fantastic. Thank you.